Hi guys, and welcome to Tea Time Diaries. My name is Jennifer, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you a little mini haul of some things that I have collected over the past few weeks, going to different thrift stores, antique shops, and even going to the flea market. And I also want to share with you 2 recipes for popsicles made out of tea and fruit. Now, I do have to say that I filmed the recipe first, and that was going to be the first part of the video. And of course, I'm still going to use the footage, but I do have to voice over it because for some reason, the audio on the original video doesn't exist. I have no idea why. I had the microphone plugged in, but it has absolutely no sound. So I'm going to be including the popsicle recipe on the second half of this video, but it's really, they're really good popsicles and very easy to make, and they're made out of tea, which is great. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, I have a few items, not a whole lot, but just a few things that I've been purchasing over the past few weeks as I've been, just visiting different little towns here in New Jersey. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you what I purchased. The first item I purchased from an antique store in Red Bank, and I have featured that particular antique store in a previous video before. If you search under my antiquing videos, you will find it. It's one of my favorite spots to go to in Red Bank. And this is the item. Isn't this adorable? So this is more of a decorative item, something that you can hang up on the wall. I don't have a spot for it just yet. Right now it's kind of been displayed on my bedside table. It's pretty to look at even laying down flat. It kind of almost looks like a coaster, except that I don't put anything on top of it. Because of the fabric, I don't want to mess it up, but it's really pretty. And like I said, I do want to find a spot to hang it up, but it's beautiful embroidery. I'll move it a little closer so you can see, but it's a teacup. It's an embroidered teacup with these pretty flowers coming out, and it was definitely less than $5 at the antique store. It was not expensive at all. I didn't leave the price on this one. On some of the items I left the price because I don't like to forget. But I know for sure that this was less than $5 because I didn't purchase a whole lot that day. I purchased this item and then one item for my son. So yeah, it wasn't very expensive. I think in total I spent $13 on both items. So this is the first one, very cute. Again, a nice little decorative find. The next thing that I want to share with you is something that I found at the Goodwill store. Now, we don't have very many Goodwill stores here in New Jersey. To my knowledge, there were 2, one in Bridgewater and one in Hazlet, which are not the closest to where I live, but recently there has been a Goodwill store that has opened, and I was really excited, so I went to check out what they had. In terms of clothing, they had a lot of clothing. They had not too many like kitchen items, dishes, china, and things like that. They didn't really have much, but they did have puzzles, and I love to do puzzles. Actually, on my Instagram, I have a few reels of like just puzzles that I complete, and I love puzzles. So I found this one. This is 750 pieces, and it is this beautiful picture of an afternoon tea in a garden, and I just thought that was beautiful. And this item was $3.99. I left the price on it so I wouldn't forget. So $3.99. Can't get any better than that. Now, what I like about this puzzle, sorry, What I like about this puzzle is that it has an activity within an activity. In other words, once you finish the puzzle, they have this checklist, which I have here, I'm going to show you. They have a checklist of hidden items. By the way, I haven't done this yet, but I'm just showing it to you guys. So hidden secrets. So the idea is when you finish the puzzle, that's upside down. When you finish the puzzle, this is the before, right? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at the puzzle itself, the completed puzzle, and you're gonna check off all of the differences or hidden items that are in here. And they give you an example. And I know you guys can't really see it that well, but basically here on the tier tray, there's like a little pillow in this picture, but when you finish the puzzle, you'll notice that it's not there anymore, it's missing. So that's like an example of what you can expect at the end of finishing the puzzle. So I love that because again, it's an activity within an activity. Once you finish the puzzle, then you can take your checklist of 50 items and kind of look through and make the comparison, what's missing, what has been added. So I thought that was really cool. And for $3.99, you can't go wrong. Okay, now to show you the new teacups that I've added to my collection. I was super excited about this. I found these at an antique shop in Asbury, and Asbury doesn't have very many antique shops. Really, they just have one big antique / thrift store, and this of course is to my knowledge, right? There could be, and I just don't know, but to my knowledge it's just the one, and it's pretty big. And I've seen teacups there before, although sometimes they can be priced a little bit expensive in my opinion. But there was a booth in the antique shop this time, and they had a couple of Royal Albert teacups, which I was super excited about, but I was even more excited about the price because these teacups only cost me $10, right? And that's the teacup and the saucer. So let me go ahead and show you the first one. So this one it costs $10. I don't know if you guys can see the little price ticket there, but it was only $10. And this is from the Rose Cameo Violet. So this has the Old Country Rose design, but it has this pretty violet color in it, which makes it different from the original Old Country Roses design. So it's really, really pretty with that violet in it. And here is a picture of this is what the teacup looks like. Very, very cute. And again, only $10. And then I have this one, which is in pink. And again, it has the same roses from the Old Country Roses design, but the teacup itself is not white, it is pink. And this one is called Old Country Roses Soft Pink Lace. Soft pink lace, and you can see again the pink color. And this is what the saucer looks like. Very pretty, and again, it was only $10. So for $20, I was able to get 2 beautiful teacups to add to my collection. I have one more item that I want to share with you guys. This one I actually found at a flea market. Now, most of the time when I go to the flea market, I end up purchasing like practical things, and then I always try to look for what I call like my one little fun buy. And that day I had gone with my younger cousin, and she found her fun buy right away. Like immediately as we got into the flea market, she found her fun buy. But me, I was sort of the opposite. I didn't find my fun buy until all the way at the end when we were actually getting ready to go inside because the flea market is outdoor and indoor. So we had just finished going all around the outside, and we were about to go inside, and I found this beautiful Royal Albert mug. Isn't it cute? It's brand new. It's actually still has the tag from Marshall's. So at Marshall's it was $4.99, but I actually bought it for $2 at the flea market. So this is the Royal Albert trademark down here, and this is from the Rose Confetti collection, which I do have the plates, like I have the dishes for this Rose Confetti, and I also have teacups from the Rose Confetti collection. So this is going to be added to my mug collection that I have for Royal Albert, which I don't have very many. I think I only have 2, and then this one would make number 3, and for $2 you can't beat that. So this is the mini haul portion of the video. Like I said, in the next part of the video I'm going to be sharing 2 recipes with you on how to make delicious and refreshing popsicles made out of tea and fruit. So stay tuned for that, because that'll come up next. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the first Teasicle recipe, which is a strawberry popsicle. And for this one, I'm using a strawberry tea from Kingsleaf that I purchased at Big Lots. It is strawberry mint, although the mint is very subtle. So I think it's a really great, refreshing tea for the summer. And I've already sweetened my tea with a simple syrup, but you can opt to not put any sugar in yours. And of course, I'm using fresh strawberries as well for this popsicle recipe. Now, the next recipe is for a mango popsicle, and for this one I'm using the Mango Tango infusion from the Tea and Spice Company. This is a very delicious mango tea, but you can use any mango flavored tea you have at home. And of course, we're using fresh mango, and you can sweeten your tea however you like. Now, I'm going to be using these popsicle molds that I purchased from Amazon. I'm only going to be making 4 because I still have 2 left over from when I was trying out the recipe. And I used about 1 cup of tea to make these, and you'll see that I'll end up having extra. So once you have everything ready, just pop your fruit in first. And that's, good because it'll keep the fruit on the bottom and the tea on top. And so once you first bite into that popsicle, you're gonna get a nice sweet pop of fruit when you first bite into it. So yeah, you just wanna go ahead and put your fruit. I'm filling up mine about halfway because I really love fruit. You can put as much or as little as you want, or you can make these without fruit. It's totally up to you, but I think having the fresh fruit makes it even more refreshing and adds a little bit of extra sweetness as well. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the tea, and I could have filled mine up a little bit more. I did notice afterwards that there was a little bit of a gap between the popsicle stick and the popsicle, but you can fill it up as much as you want where you don't think it's gonna spill over. But as you can see, mine didn't spill over. I still had a little bit of extra space. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the mango one. And this one was my favorite. I do have to say, I think you could also make this with green tea, would be really delicious, since green tea tends to blend really well with tropical fruit as well. But if you have a mango one at home, or even a black tea with mango flavoring, that would be really good as well. So we're gonna just do the same thing. Fill the popsicle molds up with fruit, and try not to make a big mess like I'm making here. It's easier when you have both of your hands available and not one with a camera in it. But in any case, I fill those up quite a bit as well. And then we're gonna just go ahead and add the mango tango tea to these and just really do the same process again. And as you can see, I filled them up about the same height, but again, next time I make these, I'm definitely gonna fill it up a little bit higher just so that I don't have that gap. And then just secure the popsicle sticks into the mold, and you can put them in the freezer overnight ideally, or you can just have them in a couple hours if you want to have them the same day. But these turned out really delicious, and I am excited about you guys potentially trying these. So if you make this recipe, please let me know in the comments below that you tried it. If you have any flavors that you think I should make into a popsicle, so any kind of tea and fruit pairing that you guys think would be good, please let me know in the comments below as well. I would love to be able to try something different. I think these are really great, even though we are almost done with summer, but we still have a few weeks left, and it has been really, really hot here in New Jersey. I don't know if it's been hot where you guys are at, but I think this is a refreshing treat for these hot summer days that we still have left. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you real soon in my next video, and until next time, have a tea-rific day. Bye.